From Tianjin to Washington, a new world order is taking shape. But should we be worried? If you're a policymaker in Washington, chances are you felt a ripple of unease watching the events unfold in Tianjin at the end of August. More than 20 world leaders, including Vladimir Putin, Narendra Modi, and even the UN Secretary General, gathered for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO summit, a Beijing-led bloc that now claims to represent nearly half the world's population. As far as optics go, it was deliberate and commanding. From a U.S. perspective, the SCO used to be easy to ignore, a loose alliance with limited influence. But in 2025, the narrative is shifting. The organization now boasts over 3.65 trillion yuan, approx. $500 billion in intra-block trade, a 36-fold increase since its founding in 2001, verified. And the message coming out of Tianjin wasn't just about economics. It was about rewriting the rules, challenging the post-Weibo global architecture largely shaped by the U.S. and its allies. Then there was the pivot by Prime Minister Modi. Just 2 months ago, India had declined to sign a joint defense statement within the SCO. But following a 50% tariff hike from former President Trump, unverified, Modi showed up in Tianjin with a remarkably softened tone. Some interpret this as a response to growing industrial dependencies on China and the pressure of accommodating India's massive youth workforce. Over 65% of the population is under 35, with 12 million new job seekers each year, unverified. Still, India remains a key player in the US-led Indo-Pacific strategy and knows how to walk the tightrope between two power centers. Putin's move was also eyebrow-raising. He spent 4 days in China, a rare exception to his usual 48-hour rule for foreign visits, unverified. With the Kremlin increasingly cut off from Western finance, ramping up non-dollar trade with Beijing isn't just smart, it's necessary. Yet from a Western lens, this also signals growing Russian dependence on China, particularly in tech and energy, a vulnerability in the long run. Then there's Turkey. Still stuck in limbo with the EU after decades of negotiations, Ankara has warmed to the east, especially with exports to SCO countries reportedly up 85% since 2019, unverified. But whether in Brussels or DC, nobody is surprised. Turkey's foreign policy has always been transactional, not ideological. And perhaps the most symbolic move? The choice of Tianjin as host city. Once carved into foreign concessions by 9 Western powers in the 19th century, unverified, Tianjin now serves as the stage where China asserts history has turned. From rule-taker to rule-maker. No press conference needed. From where Washington sits, the SCO is no NATO. It lacks ideological unity, centralized decision-making, or shared values. But that's also what makes it unpredictable, and increasingly hard to ignore. In a polarized world, a soft order led by Beijing may never replace the West, but it's already reshaping the norms we've long considered global standards. So here's the real question for Washington. How do you engage with a world that's no longer orbiting a single pole?